Now, amidst the mounting global energy crisis, India is extending a helping hand to its neighbors, and India is assessing fuel supply requests from neighboring nations and has now said that it will approve exports only if it has got surplus volumes. With the Iran war disrupting the Strait of Hormuz, global energy prices have skyrocketed, and only about a handful of ships make it through the strait every single day. So with Indian carriers being amongst them, India is, of course, the world's fourth largest refiner and is now supplying fuel to Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka and Maldives. And according to the Indian Oil Ministry, the country is now adequate crude supplies and refined fuel stocks to meet the local fuel demand. After the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Sri Lankan President Anura Kumara Dissanayake had a telephone conversation, India dispatched nearly about 38,000 metric tons of petroleum products to Colombo, due to arrive on Saturday. And the consignment includes some 20,000 metric tons of diesel and 18,000 metric tons of petrol. Similarly, India has also received requests from Bangladesh. Dhaka received 5,000 additional tons of diesel from India, raising its total to 15,000 tons of imported diesel. Furthermore, India will also be pumping an additional 6,000 tons of diesel to Bangladesh on Saturday, as per Bangladeshi officials. And in the coming month of April, India has now proposed to supply about 40,000 tons of diesel to Bangladesh.
India is a major exporter of refined petroleum products, especially to our neighborhood. We have received a request from the government of Bangladesh for supply of diesel, which is being examined. It bears mention that whilst diesel exports to Bangladesh have largely continued since 2017, India's refining capacity, our own requirements and diesel availability will be factored in while taking decisions.
And some Indian ships are currently stuck in the Persian Gulf. 4 oil vessels carrying a total of about 1.6 million metric tons of crude, 6 tankers carrying about 320,000 tons of liquefied petroleum gas, and a ship with about 200,000 tons of liquefied natural gas are stranded in the Strait of Hormuz. To negate the impact of the delays, Indian refiners have brought millions of barrels of Russian oil. All right, and our assistant editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibil, is of course joining us with more updates on this. Over to you, Siddhant.
In response to requests from neighboring countries when it comes to energy requirements amidst the West Asia war, India has started to send the fuel needs. We know that when it comes to Sri Lanka, a combined consignment of 30,000 metric ton of fuel is being shipped. We know similar such requests came from Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan and Maldives, and India is more than keen to fulfill the request as part of its neighborhood first diplomacy. Now we know that because of the West Asia war, there are major issues when it comes to energy sources and energy sourcing. India, of course, has taken up several measures, but when it comes to its neighboring countries, they are hoping that India provides the much needed support. Now, in the past, India has provided support, whether it's Sri Lanka after the Cyclone Death or economic crisis, whether it is Maldives, Bangladesh. In fact, we know that India was quick to support all these countries in the aftermath of the COVID pandemic as well. And at a time when the world is now on the brink of a major crisis, India has stood for its neighbors. Siddhant Sibil for WION in New Delhi.